What is going on, guys? I want to talk about Paul Finebaum. He is a host of a show on the SEC network, and he covers mainly college football. And he spoke on an incident that happened at University of Miami, where the Florida band director was jumped by some Miami Hurricane fans. Okay. Now that story is already bad in itself. But he made some comments where he basically called Miami a third world program. Now, from whenever I've heard him speak on Miami, he's been very critical of Miami. So this isn't anything new. But to say it in this politically correct climate that we have, for him to say this, it just shows that, maybe I don't know, maybe he was speaking on emotion. Maybe he thinks that people aren't going to get outraged, but Paul Finebaum, people are going to get outraged by what you say, and especially in this climate. So let's hear a little bit, and this is according to this tweet from here.
Story I saw this morning, I didn't see it Saturday, but which is off the field, but the Florida band director was attacked out in the parking lot going to the bus.
Right.
I was wondering if you heard anything about that.
I haven't heard much, but I did hear about it, and I don't want to incite the crowd here, but when it comes to Miami, nothing surprises me. It's a third world program, if you ask me.
Well, at least no one was shot, I guess.
Wow. A third world program. Yeah, Paul, you're going to incite some people. Now, I want people to understand why I take issue with this, not because it has any type of racial undertones. That's not why I may feel like I disagree with him on this. I just feel like he's using his own preference or opinion of something overshadow the fact that Miami has cleaned up their program from what it was, let's say, late 80s, even early 90s, if you want to go to the late 90s, early 2000s, even though the program was pretty clean then. But there was still some issues that would pop up every now and then. So I just feel like he just doesn't like the University of Miami. And that's fine. But to call them a third world program, Paul, you're going to get all types of heat that you really don't even want. And I know that's how you feel. I disagree. I don't think Miami is a third world program. I mean, there are some pretty bad programs. There's some programs that have done a lot worse. Okay. You got programs that are allegedly paying athletes, allegedly, paying women to entertain recruits, there are programs with history of just fuckery, but they're not called third world programs. I think Miami has cleaned their program up. Maybe he's not a fan of turnover chain. It is what it is, but I disagree. I'm not saying the guy is a discriminist, and that's my new word, is discriminist. I don't use the other word. Whenever there are racial undertones, the only thing, or an event, it'd be called discriminist. But I don't feel like Paul Finebaum is being a discriminist. I just think that he may discriminate against Miami for whatever reason. He's just not a fan, even though Miami's program has pretty much had, been doing things the right way for a while now. Now, let's look at some of these tweets, if I can get back to the page here. Let's look at some of these tweets, shall we? Let's see.
This is number one bullshit.
Okay, I guess it's an apology. So he issues an apology.
Yesterday we had quite a bit of conversation about the University of Miami, and in a conversation with a caller, I said some incredibly unfortunate things. This is where sometimes talk show hosts try to equivocate, they try to explain, they try to clarify. I'm not going to do that today because once you say something, it's done. You can't take it back. I should know that. I'm a professional. I've been doing this a very long time. And what I said here yesterday.
Now, I want y'all to understand. He's basically giving this apology due to the mentions that were flooding into the show. People were tweeting this. People were reposting this. Look at this. This is a video clip. This ain't even from the show. This is somebody recording this and putting it online. That is why he got back on the show and apologized.
It was very hurtful to a number of people. For that, I sincerely apologize to all Miami fans and to the University of Miami. I wish I could take it back, but I can't. All I can do is apologize and work very hard to avoid similar mistakes.
It's copy and paste, copy and paste. Listen, Paul, you said it and you meant it. Look at your facial expression on the first video. You meant every word of it, man. Listen, if you're going to say something, stand behind it. Don't quickly apologize because you see your social media mentions blow up. Because all you're going to do is you're going to put a microscope on yourself. So either you don't say the comments at all, or you say the comments and say, you know what, that's how I feel. I understand that people may feel some type of way, but that's how I feel. Don't make the comments if you cannot stand behind them, Paul. You're on TV now. I know that you did radio before you got to being on TV. At DESTR0YED Network, I'm pretty sure you're making good money. You know, you've advanced your career. You where you want to be. You don't want to lose what you have obtained. This is why this apology, comes. But again, you got to stand behind the things that you say, man. You can't allow the social media to get you to the point to where you're flip-flopping. You've always felt some type of way about Miami, always. I mean, this ain't no secret. This ain't nothing new, man. Paul, I've watched your show, not as much recently, but I have watched your show consistently over the last couple of years, and yeah, I'm pretty sure I have a gauge on what teams you like and what teams you don't like. I don't think you're a fan of the University of Miami, but again, that's your opinion. Okay, not sure Miami accepts Paul's apology, but this guy didn't want him to apologize.
I think you told a good element of truth about Miami. I don't know if you should apologize or not. I know that's what is scary about this world now, Paul, because you and I talked about this the first week I got on this show, and I hope you remember it. We talked about the First Amendment being the most important thing, freedom of speech, speaking out and speaking your mind, and that's what makes America great. And that's why Trump makes America great, because he does it. He does.
Oh, that's gonna anger some people. As a matter of fact, this post, let me go to this post. The other post has like 21 comments. Let's go to this, right? Okay. Oh, I'm already on that post. Okay, hold on. I'm on this post. Apology not accepted. Let me just say this though. Miami Hurricanes have one of the biggest fan bases on social media, man. Do content on Miami, you will grow very quickly. That's how big of a base they have. Or you will get a lot of viewership because Miami has a dedicated fan base, man. Dedicated fan base. I'm not disparaging them. I've been a fan of Miami and what they've done over the years, the legacy that they have, but they do have a big base on social media. So a lot of those guys got on social media and they made Paul Finebaum apologize. Again, I'm not a fan of this tweet and delete, apologize 5 minutes after, expressing how you truly feel. Don't do that. Don't do that. Stand behind what you say. Let's see some of these tweets. Okay. People only apologize because of backlash, not remorse. That's a good point. Not accept that you against the world, alive and well with the TN. Okay. Cut the break. How about an apology to Miami directly? Try including any of all county states in the country who have lineage to Dade County and are brown. Okay, yeah. Come on, man. Man, I'm usually the first to say apology accepted and just move on. Thing is, though, I'm convinced he does this stuff to intentionally swing the pendulum from outrage to sincerity, and it feels like it's all part of his act. Not losing much sleep either way. Not seeing the big deal about it is part of the show makeup. No need for an apology, but I think wearing a turnover chain all season would work best. Yeah, he does. He wears I think wearing the turnover chain would definitely work for him. Not accepting an apology, but I know that's your boy. Let's see. People calling him out, calling him a discriminist. You know, calling him out for his discriminatory behavior, allegedly. Oh man. But yeah, man, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. This is Paul Finebaum. He's apologizing. He's bending the knee. Don't make comments if you're just gonna apologize, man. Come on.